Look, I'm gonna out myself as someone who probably look. I love Taemin. We both know that's my favorite person of all time. I say both because one other person's watching this besides me, and I have a confession to make. SHINee has never not it hasn't been the group I've always been into. Let's be honest. I've only really watched themselves, like their songs, from like 8 years ago to now. Like the only exception to that was Replay, and to be honest, I only heard Replay a couple times, and then I heard it when I did it as a Flashback Friday. By the way, I'm Ddog, this is Teacher Reacts, this is Flashback Friday. Every Friday we look at one song from the past, and today we're doing something that probably for many of you, the people who like SHINee, called Shay Walls, I think, is iconic status, and that's Ring Ding Dong. I haven't heard this song before. Oh no, I'm going in blind. It's so weird. I mean, blind as much as I could be. I've probably heard it in passing with like other groups covering it because I know that's a thing people do. I've also heard it in passing from like, you know, maybe it played on Pandora back when I was like 20 years old and I skipped it or something. Why did I skip it? I don't know. Maybe it wasn't for me, or maybe I never heard it. Who knows? Only one way to really find out, and that's by playing this. And this is from, what is it, 14 years ago? 14 years ago, from the same time 2 PM's Without You came out. So we heard that a couple weeks ago. I'm gonna go ahead and press play. If you like the video, click the like button, makes me feel good about myself. And as always, subscribe. We're on the road to 2K. What is this percussion? Also, you know what? Hairstyle's better than Lucifer. Lucifer had like a lot of stuff that was happening. This is gonna be a very electronic, isn't it? Probably. It's gonna be very dated, isn't it? Probably. I'll probably have more to say in the second listen through. There was no captions, by the way, I checked. Very, very electronic voice of, you know, old-timey K-pop. The stuff we're used to from them. I like this high beat that's happening. That whole thing is real good. The percussion is meh, but everything else is pretty good. I like that this part isn't very electronic like their verses have been. This little pre-chorus is pretty nice. Especially how they go low and then up. God, they look like babies in this. Wasn't Taemin like 15 in this, I think? Or 16? He was very tiny. Also, this is very much the time of K-pop where we have one dance move and we're gonna shove that fucking thing in your face until you appreciate it. Ooh, I like that we got rid of the instrumental there for a second. That was nice. Okay. Out of all of them, Jonghyun has the most 2000 boy bandy hair ever. Yeah, going high there is nice. What? Are you gonna do that again? Now? Okay. So fucking dated. Not bad, just very old. This is good. This is pretty. I like this. Still very electronic, but still okay. God. Get rid of the filter on that voice and you'd be great, but that's later in your K-pop life. That's good. That's some good fucking power vocal right there. Ooh, that was good too. I think this part right here, which I think pre-chorus or transition, it's a transition part of the song, is my favorite part. My least favorite part, we're getting there. I honestly think, man, I'm gonna be, look, as someone who's been following Taemin for a long time, and you know, SHINee, not as long, but still a long time, I think this is 100% a song I would have skipped back on Pandora days. And why? You know, if you've been watching me for a while, you know that I hate repetitive choruses if you say one word over and over and over and over again. And that ring ding ding dong stuff is ring ding dinging. I need it out of my head. It's headachy material. Now, is that a problem? Not really, because it's still very old. And so if you grew up with this song, if this is a song that, you know, struck your heart because you're like, oh my God, look at all the cute boys singing. I'm so tiny and they're singing to me and stuff. Like, if that was you back in 14 years ago, I can see why this would resonate to you. 14 years ago, I was 16 years old. And so that means Taemin was definitely 16 because me and him are very the same age, very close to it. If I saw this back then, I would probably be like, oh my God, this is candy, shove this and just inject it into my veins. Nowadays, looking at it from a different lens, because, you know, I wasn't a part of this era of SHINee, it's not for me, I don't think. I don't think this is something that I would fall for nowadays. And even back then, maybe, but now it's too repetitive. And that's coming from a dude who like, old Super Junior is a thing that I would get into and stuff. So I think that's it. I think that's all I can really say about it. It has some good parts to it, but that chorus falls flat to be just a tad bit too annoying for me. So sorry, not sorry, I guess. They got great voices. It's just you won't see them till later in their K-pop life when we get out of this electronic hell that is 14 years ago. Okay, that's pretty much it. We gotta go into outro time. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe to myself, comment, and subscribe. We're on the road to 2K. And I think I'm done with stuff for today. We almost hit 1,600. No, we hit 1,600, and we're on the way to 1,700. I hope to hit that at some point. I really do need you to comment other old songs for us to listen to, because why do they do this? I don't know why. I need more old things to listen to. I'll see you all whenever I see you. Goodbye, everybody.